Hello everyone. There's been a lot of requests for a badge tutorial, so I am going to show you how to put on these. I got these from TellurideForum.org. These are the Vintage K full replacements, as you can see, not the overlays. I already have the overlays on, so we will be removing those today. You can see that I did prep the area beforehand just using some 3M automotive masking tape. That'll protect your paint from any scratches and from the heat gun. These are the tools that I'll be using. Got a heat gun, a couple microfiber towels. I got a screwdriver with some electrical tape on the end that will help reduce any risk of damage. Another screwdriver to help with the tabs from the front. We've got some plastic interior tools that will help us get the badge off the back and the front. This is Guyon Prep. This is essentially just removes all of the crud. It'll help remove all the crud. You can also just use alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, but I am going to be using this. Again, the tape and the electrical tape, and then our badges. So let's get started. All right, we are just going to start on the medium heat setting, see what that does, and we will go from there. Just getting heated up until it gets nice and warm. I'm wondering if this overlay badge is going to pop off with it. Give it up to about 30 seconds, see what that does. See if we can get our screwdriver in there enough. Oh yeah. In there enough to throw a plastic tool in there. There we go. So now you can see I've got a couple of tools in there. I'm just going to focus some more heat down into the little crevice that it created. See if we can get this thing off here pretty easy. There we go. It's off. So now we will just use our tool to the edges here and get the rest of this off. So a lot of people have suggested using fishing line, and that would normally be okay, but as you can see right here, there are two little holes, and they're pretty far out on the edges. So fishing line or dental floss isn't going to get you very far with this. So it'd be easier just to use a heat gun. Blow dryer might work too. Might take a little bit longer, but there we go. All right, now I'm just going to clean the area a little bit rather than spray it directly on the paint. I'm just going to spray it onto the microfiber. Especially with this, if you have a treated car, like if you have a coating on it, you want to be extra careful about what you're spraying on or around your finished paint. easier for me to get there. Okay. Now that your surface is prepped, we'll grab our badge. Just remove the 3M from the back. Test fit first. All right, I am seeing some places where I nicked the paint, so I don't know, my plastic tools must have just been a little too hard. Just be very careful when you're doing it. I may have to go get some touch-up paint. All right, so I ran up to the dealership and picked up a paint pen and just kind of went over the places that I nicked a little bit. Obviously, you want to be very careful when you're doing this. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if my plastic tools were just a little too hard or what. Just approach with caution. So anyway, now we're going to remove the backing on the emblem and stick it on. And just going to do a quick dry fit. Make sure I've got it where I want it. Just go right in the middle here. The emblem is just a little bit smaller, so you just want to make sure that you get it lined up exactly where you want it the first time, because once this tape goes on, it is almost impossible to get off. So we removed the backing. Now we're just going to stick it on. All right, that looks pretty good. I'll take a microfiber towel, just press down on it. All right, that looks pretty good. And now we'll move on to the front. All right, so now we're back to the front. I went ahead and gave it a test pop just to see what it would take to get it off. I just slipped this end here. It's just a little slider edge into the bottom, just in case I did nick something. And you can see it kind of popped up a little bit. Here, let me get in closer here. You can see there's a little gap. If you can, there we go. You can see there's a little gap in there. So essentially what we're gonna do is we're just gonna work this around. Again, I've got my screwdriver with the tape on it. I was a little more careful with it this time, just to make sure that that wasn't the issue. Then we're just gonna work our way around, try to get it loosened up a little bit. Last one's giving me some problems here. There we go. So you can see those are all the tabs on the back. You just kind of got to work it out slowly. Use this plate here, and then what we'll do is take our little screwdriver and we'll try to get these little tabs off. Okay. So I had to finagle it a little bit, but as you can see, I've got two, and then the third one is just about out there. We just need to get this last one. What I have found best is if you use one of your tools, and kind of slide it in there as you're trying to work this out. It helps quite a bit. Just sticking it in the little crevice here and just kind of working it. They're in there pretty good, so you just kind of gotta be patient with it. There we go. All right, so we've got all 4 out. Then you just remove your, whoop, don't drop anything. Remove your plate and you're left with this. And then essentially what you want to do, clean it, take your badge, remove the tape, center it on here. Always do a dry fit, obviously. And then we will, I'll show you the finished product as soon as we're there. Okay, when we're putting these on, obviously you want to be careful when you're removing the sticky tape. Make sure that there's a little arrow on here that shows you which way is up. I just set it down directly over the top of me. Make sure your badge is positioned the right way. And then you're just gonna drop it in there. This one has a much better fitment than the back. It's very close to being spot on. And then we'll just push down, make sure it's adhering. Sorry for the sweat, it's really hot out here today. Okay, and then we're just going to pop it back into place. Make sure all your tabs are lined up. Just slide it in, make sure it's secure. And there you have it, front and back. Like I said, a little bit of issue with the back with the paint, so just be very careful. Touch up paint sticks, like 20 bucks up at Kia. Took a couple seconds and it can't even notice it. So there you go, all done.